Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here, and so today is the day that in the Back to the Future movie, if you haven't already seen this 100 times on Facebook, that this is the date that they travel to in the future. And so some of the predictions were nice and close. You know, we have fax machines now. We do video chat all the time. In fact, I'm a perfect example of that. I video chat with you every day. Video glasses, thumbprints. I mean, now that's how I get on my iPhone, is I just put my thumb on it and it works. So Jaws 19 didn't happen, but that's okay. So let me show you something about some before and after pictures. So we were looking at a home that we listed it. It's already sold now, but we were looking at listing it around $450 or so. We ended up putting it at $469, but we had to get some work done on it. Obviously, you can see in this picture how rough it was in on the ceiling. There were stains in the ceiling, but even just from a color perspective, look at the difference here. So that's the after. We ended up selling this one for $470, about $20,000 more than we thought it would.
Great Scott!
Total investment for work, paint, and everything else was about $20,000. So you can see how rough this room was and the after. This was a home on Baverstock that we just sold. Have a look at the bedroom here.
Great Scott!
And then the bedroom. I mean, this is the way it's fine to live in this manner. It was a single guy living here. It really didn't matter too much if he had a computer on the floor. But how you sell a house and how you live in it are two totally different things. So that is that's a bit of an example of some of the things that we can do when it's time to list your home and to just get you a good return on investment. Because I think about it, even if you spent $3,000 and got $5,000, and we did $3,000, we got $20,000. You know, what other method do you have to gain that? Most people are happy if they have as much in their RSPs at the end of the year as the start of the year. I mean, there's pretty much zero growth in that stuff. Your investments, the best investor in the world is Warren Buffett, and 20% is his annual return, which means if he put $100 in his system, at the end of the year he has 120. So in real estate, we have an opportunity to double, triple, even 10 times or 20 times our money, which is I think a wonderful opportunity. So 11 listings today. Let's get started. Now the first one up is this one on Rose Heath, $489,900. Now the history on this is they bought it for $412,000, and I think about 8 or 9 months later turned around and sold it. That's a little bit long for a flip. I like to see a flip in about 60 to 90 days. So I don't know what the back end story is on something like this, but here's the before pictures here. So when they bought it at $412,000, this is pretty much what they're getting. And then if we look at the actual finished product, here it is. Now, obviously a big improvement. I think that doing the lighter floor was probably, looking back, I mean, if you have a choice of any kind of floor right now, the safe thing to do, the stylish thing to do, is generally a darker wood. It's just the way it is. Same with upstairs too. And but they put money into this one. I haven't been inside. If you're gonna go on something like this, you go all the way too. So I think that doing some of this stuff or doing it half, like that sink is probably, it's probably $50 at Home Depot. You got to really go all the way on something like this. So anyway, $515 they tried, $499 they tried. They're at $489,900. By the time you look at how much it costs to purchase, carry, and also to renovate, and then cost to sell, I'd be surprised if there's a lot of money in here. I know it seems like a big difference, $490 from $412, but there's probably $40,000-$50,000 of well, maybe not that much, but transaction costs plus improvements on the home. I don't know if there's a lot of money at the end of the day on this one, if it was designed as a flip. If it was something where they did the work, you know, maybe had a job change or something happened, that's a different story. But anyway, that's the story on this one here. There was a really nice one on Rose Heath that sold earlier this year, I think at $460 something. So to me, this one doesn't look as good as that. Anything up in the 5s, I think, would have been a challenge. Okay, next up is Wilmot Crescent 489.9 with a finished basement. There was one just over on Houston, same model as this one, very, very open concept. It sold at $450 something without a finished basement, and it was in rough shape. It sold fast. This one looks a lot better. Here's the thing, that when I look through this home, that looks really narrow, by the way, but here's what I saw is down in the basement, we have a bathroom that looks like it's from 1985.
1985.
Next up is 851 McNair Circle, 512. It's a Millside. It's another one just listed, I think. This one looks a lot better. And that sky, I'll tell you, a storm's brewing because we need 1.21 gigawatts to make this thing work.
1.21 gigawatts!
I like the way this one looks. 17 something square feet. It's got a good floor plan, 4 bedrooms, semi-detached with a finished basement, and it's in good shape too. So I think they've got a lot going for them, and this price should work out just fine. Now, it's hard to find a really good 4-bedroom home for less than $550. We have one on Saytalk that's now in a conditional offer, but this one on Graham Bell looks like a corner property. Nice sized piece of land, although it looks more like a side yard than a backyard. But inside looks nice. Renovated kitchen, nice counters, bathrooms, everything's been set on this one, which is good. Now, I think what may have happened here is that they may have opened up the bedroom, or that could be the master because it's 21 feet and it could be on the side of the house. The rest of the bedrooms are a little tight. So if we scroll down here, Annette, just zoom in on this little part here. We have 7.35 feet wide. I'm 6'4". I can barely lay down, never mind if I had a bed and headboards and all the rest of it. So it may limit furniture position. 8.59 is the 4th bedroom. So it is a smaller 4-bedroom. That's the only thing about this one, is that you might see the 4 and go, great. You know, if you have the kind of family that needs a lot of space in their bedroom, this one may be a little bit small. New furnace, new AC, new windows. We always want to qualify that. What does that mean? All new electrical, because typically in this neighborhood it's aluminum wiring. To rewire a house is $10,000. So if it is new electrical wiring, then that could be a huge feature here. $547 to me looks like a good price compared to what else is out there. They look pretty good. Now, I really like this floor plan here. Inman Heights 569.9. It's a Mattamy Plan 4, 1835 square feet. I'll try and remember to put the floor plan down below. If not, you can always reach out to us. What I like about it is it's got a very open concept main floor, plus it has a little office space in the front of the house. And I think that can be a huge benefit to someone. I'm not sure. I can't tell if it's 8 or 9 foot ceiling. It looks like an 8 foot. There's the front room right there. But this house looks completely different with a 9 foot ceiling. It does have the chef's kitchen upgrade, which is my favorite. You lose your pantry, but I think it's a better flow. And there's 3 bedrooms upstairs plus a laundry area. And there's the backyard. The other thing I like is a lot of people put their deck and their patio right next to the house. The nice thing about this here is that it actually feels more private because you have the fence right here and nobody can really see in. So I think that's a clever move compared to having it against the house and feeling like your neighbors can see everything that's going on. So nice looking home. I don't know if you can fit 2 cars wide in this driveway. I think it'd be tough, but that could be a positive thing if it did exist. Okay, talk close. Now you remember the start of the Back to the Future movie with all the clocks. Tick-tock, baby. 649 on this one. This is a Plan 5, 2200, just under 2193 square feet. Nice finishes, good floor plan, and it's got a walkout basement too. You can this model comes in a 3-bedroom plus a den or a 4, and so they have the 3 plus the den upstairs. Upgraded countertops upstairs, And even, I've talked about this before, if your laundry room looks like that, there's a good chance the rest of the house looks pretty awesome too. It's one of those litmus tests that I think gives you a good representation of the house, just seeing it on its own. Ravine, green space, they're holding back on offers on this one. For the way this looks, I'd be surprised if this was the price. I think the price is going to go up even higher. Now, Wettlaufer, here's the thing. Quincy Corner, a little under 1,900 square feet for $715,000. What's the thought process there? You look, there's the same model that's really nice for sale at $619. They go, let's do $100,000 over. Doesn't make any sense. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the home. It's lovely, certainly move-in ready, but I don't know what I'd do. I'd eat a flux capacitor if this home got $715.
Makes time travel possible.
Or anything over $7. It just doesn't have the size. I mean, there's huge homes that are listed for this price. The 2,400 square foot home that we saw yesterday on a bigger lot, you know, $739, and even that one I thought they might struggle with that. $749, 2,800 square feet plus a finished basement. I just don't see how they compete. I really don't. So that's the list for today. If you have any questions, give us a call. And it was fun going back in time today. And happy Back to the Future Day. See you tomorrow.